How's it going, guys? It's Doc. Bitcoin has been flirting around $113,000 and $114,000 after a sudden dip over the past few days. And a lot of investors, myself included, have been asking themselves, what's next? What is going to happen next? Is this alt season that we're all waiting for going to happen? And when can we expect it? We're going to talk about that in this video. Before we get started, welcome back to the channel. My name's Doc. Throughout the day, I'm a resident physician, and at night and the early mornings, I take you guys on my crypto and investing journey. As you guys are coming in, smash the like button, consider hitting subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and check out my Discord, which is completely free, and BTCC links down below. Okay, let's get started. A couple days ago, Bitcoin falls, from the high teens to the low teens. And this was on the jobs revision data that came out on Friday. We're not going to talk a whole lot about that because I feel like we've hashed that out in the past few videos, but a lot of people are asking, okay, what is happening next? We've just been kind of flirting back and forth. Bitcoin dominance is still in the low 60s. And obviously we need that to fall. My personal opinion, and we've been talking a lot about this in the Discord, again, completely free. We have nothing to sell you. Link's going to be down below. It's rate cuts, I think, is going to be the next stimulus. I really do think that. So as far as timeline goes, we're not getting rate cuts until September. Now, granted, we're already in August, right? Where the heck did July go? But I think that's going to be the real catalyst. And the interesting thing is, I'm have a little bit more of like a traditional finance background. My MBA has a finance concentration. The interesting thing is this: we may be getting a 50 basis point cut, right? So if you rewind a year ago, we got a 50 basis point cut in September, right? In the fall of 2024. And the Tesla's driving me all over the place, so say a prayer for me. So we got that 0.5% rate cut last year in September, and I suspect, it's not my base case, but I would not be surprised if that happened. And the reason that I say that is because on the Fed Watch tool, we have over a 90% chance that we get a cut in September, right? The next FOMC meeting. And rewind back a week ago, there was like a 60% chance that we would not have a cut. So the Fed, they're all over the place. I do think that we will have more dissenters, i.e. more Fed governors coming out and saying like, hey, we got to cut in a meaningful way. Here's something nobody's talking about. Everybody asks like, okay, what is the neutral rate? Where should the Fed funds rate be? Well, the Fed funds rate should be approximately 60 basis points below the 2-year yield. And that makes sense if you think about it, right? The 2-year yield, it's pretty close to the current yield, especially when you think back, or when you kind of zoom out and you're like, gosh, we have a 5-year, a 10-year, and a 30-year yield. I mean, technically we have a 20-year yield as well. But the 2 years is pretty close to the current rate. And the 2-year yield is like in the low 3s. So we're far above where we should be. Now, the good thing is this: September's going to come. I think we're going to get a rate cut. October's going to come. I think we're going to get a rate cut. And I think there's a good chance we get a rate cut in December as well. If you guys have been following me, I've been saying we're getting 2 rate cuts this whole year, right? I know a lot of people have been kind of flirting. I don't know if we're getting even 1 rate cut. I don't know if we're getting 2 rate cuts. I've been saying all year, minimum of 2 rate cuts, and now we might have 3 on the table. So what does that mean for Bitcoin? What does that mean for crypto? Well, we all know risk on assets love cheap money, right? It's a way for the Fed to flood the system by lowering interest rates, okay? So I do expect the 4-year cycle to still be in play, i.e. I expect Bitcoin to peak Q4, maybe Q1 of 2026, but I still think like Q4 is when we're going to get it, right? Cheap money's going to be on the table, and I know we've been talking a lot about this on the channel, but I think QT is officially done at the next FOMC meeting. The labor market is weakening too much for us to be in a restrictive environment, right? A restrictive environment. And QT sucks money out of the system, right? It acts like a vacuum. So we're going to get QT ended at some point. Rates are going to come down. We think Bitcoin is going to peak in Q4. So what does that mean for your favorite altcoins? My favorite altcoins. I still think Q4, Q1. And the reason that I'm giving a range is because different altcoins are going to run at different times, right? So we all know the big caps, the big L1s, they're gonna run first. And then money's gonna trickle down into smaller plays, micro cap plays, and that's when we're gonna get that when Lambo, right? So that's kind of my timetable. I mentioned in my last video, the whole theme of my last video was like, sometimes you just need to sit on your hands, right? And if you're watching this video, right, if you've made it this far in this video, you are a grinder, right? You have your nose to the ground, you're a crypto person, you're really, really encompassed in the space, and that's good, you're doing your research, but that doesn't mean you need to be trading in and out of tokens all the time, because then you find yourself chasing, right? And nobody makes money chasing. So keep doing what you're doing, keep DCAing into projects, strong projects that you have conviction in, and that's how you're going to make money, right? Aaron Bennett said it best. He's like, if you're thinking about selling right now because Bitcoin dropped from 118 to 113, if you're thinking about selling right now, you've kind of already lost, right? Because in the grand scheme of things, that's a small move down, and crypto, this ecosystem is very, very volatile. So don't get shaken out. You know, I can't give you financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. I can only tell you what I'm doing. And I think we're going to have a really, really good end of the year. The other thing is, Trump said this himself. Trump came out and said, hey, in a couple months, the end of the year, you're going to see stock prices like you've never seen. And we know he's super bullish on crypto. Plus, we know there is a very strong correlation between the S&P, NASDAQ, and crypto, right? Like if you actually chart it out, it tracks very, very, very closely. The other kind of thing, and we'll end on this, is the M2 money supply. It's flying. It keeps putting in new all-time highs. So don't get shaken out, guys. Like, I really do think the best is yet to come. I would caution you to be like trading in and out of coins every day. It can get dangerous doing that, and I just don't want to see anybody chasing. Okay, if you made it this far in the video, I am doing a $250 giveaway. All you got to do is subscribe to me here and go to my Twitter at InvestWithDoc. Sub or follow me there, and you'll see a pinned tweet that talks about the giveaway. Really appreciate everybody's help. Haven't been posting as much, guys. My nose is still to the grinding, right? Like, I'm in and out of crypto every day. It's just been a busy week or so for me as I'm chewing on my words with work, and then I'm finishing up my MBA as well. So we're all gonna get it. Check out the Discord link, totally free down below. Have an awesome community, and I'll see you guys on my next video.